Hey, good morning, guys. Charles Williams here, another episode of Parking Lot Thoughts. And this morning I'm coming to you with this concept, that I caught a glimpse of once, and I'm just kind of flushing it out in my mind here. But I think that you have to have a special mindset, a special philosophy when working with students who are marginalized. And when I talk about marginalized students, that could be students of poverty, students of color, whatever that may be. But it comes down to 3 A's. We have to make sure that we're providing these things for them. And so the first one is aspiration, right? Are we creating an environment where our students can aspire to be great, where our students can aspire to do wonderful things? I think so often they're told what they can't do, what their limits are. And very few times do we have conversations about the power that they possess. And so are we creating an environment that allow our students to truly aspire to be amazing? I'm not saying, hey, you could be whatever you want, right? That's a whole nother conversation. But you do have potential. You do have an amazing capacity to do amazing things. And so dream big, right? The second part of that then is accessibility, providing them access. Right? I am a true believer, I've said it a million times, I'll say it again, that talent is equally dispersed, but opportunities are not. So we need to be able to provide our students with access to opportunities so that way they can aspire to greater things. Once they see like, hey, I'm able to do this, or I'm connected to people who are doing very similar things, it makes it become that much more of a reality instead of just some dream, just some thought that I have in my mind. We did that with my students. They went to Boeing. It was a rocket building competition here in the city of Chicago, and it was citywide. Over 100 students from across the city, and 3 of my 5th grade girls won the entire competition. And for them to be able to come back and say, we could do this, right? Now it's gone from, hey, I want to be a black female engineer, to you've provided me an opportunity to test that theory, and oh my God, I'm capable of doing it. And so then the last thing is advocacy, and I think this is the biggest one, is because if you don't, who's going to do that? Right? You need to advocate for your children. You need to make sure that they're in those spaces. You need to make sure that they're having voices. You need to make sure that those dreams can become a reality. And so when you're working with your students, I want you to keep these 3 A's in mind, right? Are you creating an environment of aspiration so your students can aspire to do great things? Are you creating access, right? Do they have the opportunities to test out those aspirations? And then are you being an advocate, right? Are you speaking up on their behalf, whether it's in the community, whether it's to your school leaders, wherever it may be, but are you serving as an advocate for your students so that way those dreams can become a reality? Parking Lot Thoughts. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.